Hi there, my name is Rebecca Vinson, and I'm going to go over with you some great information that I was able to encounter while observing a thematic unit in action. So what exactly is a thematic unit? A thematic unit is the learning around themes that allows children to have a unique hands-on experience while learning the basics of reading, math, and science. So why should you teach a thematic unit within your classroom? It's a good question. Basically, a thematic unit will increase the students' interest in the learning and the time that they're actually engaged in the learning process in the thematic unit. It increases a child's knowledge of computers and technology, and with this world becoming more and more relying on technology, this is a great thing for students to become exposed to computers and technology at a young age. And most importantly, it demonstrates the true nature of learning, and it expands the students' interest in their hands-on experience. In order to have a successful thematic unit, there are some key factors that you need to have in place as a teacher prior to presenting it to students. For example, the teacher, you need to identify a theme, what you plan on teaching the children. For example, it can be dinosaurs. As long as you have dinosaurs, that's a theme, so the students can learn about dinosaurs throughout the thematic unit. You need to have a focus, basically what direction you as a teacher would like this thematic unit to go in. Objective, you need to outline the objectives that you expect as a teacher for the students to master upon completion. Now these objectives can be state objectives as well. Create some discussion questions. It's to your best interest to have open-ended questions because it allows the students to actually engage and think for open-ended questions. You need to identify some literature selections. Literature selections can be books, magazines, catalogs, anything that the students can actually do some reading on. Printed resources, once again, these can be newspapers, magazines, anything that students can actually read. Computer resources, identify some websites that the students can actually engage in. Audio visuals, these can be DVDs, these can be PowerPoint presentations, are all great audio visual resources students can engage in. Community resources, you can identify some community resources such as field trips. These can actually be field trips where you go to the place, or they can be virtual field trips via the internet. And then you can once you have all your components in place, you can present it to your students. I was actually able to see a thematic unit in place. However, because of parental consent, I was unable to present pictures of this unit that I was able to see. The thematic unit that I actually observed, the teacher had the students engage in partner reading, to where they read independently with a partner about the topic that they were about to be presented. And this was an opportunity for students to learn from one another as they read the book together. So that was really great part of it. And then there was a general pre-activity that the teacher actually presented to the students, and this particular activity was a coloring activity to where students were able to color different types of sharks, and it was just fun because not every day do you get to color, so this was a great way for them to be engaged. The next part was the technology and computer component, where they actually went to the computer lab and engaged in a few different websites that the teacher had identified for them. Some of them were interactive to where they were able to play some games through it, so it was kind of fun. And then they actually took a field trip to the Whitty Museum in San Antonio, Texas, to where they were able to present, do a lot of different hands-on projects And what I actually discovered about a thematic unit is because it was 100% disguised learning. These students were learning a great deal of information through play, and who wouldn't want to learn through play? So they learned a lot of great information. So it's definitely a great way to be creative within your classroom, and if you can definitely adjust and offer a thematic unit within your classroom, I highly recommend it. I hope this information helps you, and hopefully you can take it back to your classroom. Blessings.